Welcome to Conscious Living Collective, transformative journey in consciousness with the community of like-minded people. My name is Tomek. I am a scientist, meditation teacher, transformation coach, and I welcome you to this wonderful session today, which topic will be inner peace meditation. Before I explain what this session is about, let me start by acknowledging all of you who join here, and particularly a warm welcome to the members of my Patreon program that has been meeting for the past 5 years, starting since the beginning of COVID and continually strongly. And I feel your support in these sessions and throughout my day. So thank you for being here. Hello, Anne. Who else is here? Oh, Diane Parvane. Beautiful. Very good to see you here. So it goes without saying that we are in a deep need for some peace in these very turbulent times. I can feel more than ever the sense of collective doom and gloom, seeing the political, the ecological, the financial situation in the world, and how everybody is under stress. But I just want to say that this is something that we create collectively, and nobody is excluded from the responsibility for creating the inner peace, because ultimately inner peace is not something that we build or something that we get, but something that always there is within us, under the layers and layers of conditioning. So I want to focus in today's session on connecting with something that is already there. And I want to begin by saying that everything that will show up in this meditation has a meaning. And that meaning is given not by some external source, but it's given by us. It's given by us individually. And this is something that I've been coming back to in my personal life very frequently, particularly recently, that life has no meaning. I know it's a controversial statement, but just listen to me for a second. Life has no meaning as is. We are the entities. We are the consciousness that gives meaning to the external life. And so we have within ourselves to connect with also inner peace. And the more of us connect with the inner peace, the more of the very substance of the peace we will see around us. And this is an invitation, particularly for this session of Conscious Living Collective, to consciously and intentionally attempt of connecting with what we all crave so much, once again, in the current times, filled with much collective anxiety, fear, and particularly fear of what's going to happen in the future. So rather than, I'm sure if I ask you what are the sources, I did that in the past couple of sessions. I did ask you what are the sources of your anxiety, and there was a stream of comments related to the present situation, to the world, to your place in the world, to your closed ones, to your state of health. But today I want to turn it a bit. And my question is based on actually very prominent theory that is used by many health professionals, psychologists, called ACT. And in that theory, the most important thing, as research shows, is not actually the fact that we are here together, sense of community, not the fact that we have good life and have secure life, but the most important factor in this theory is flexible thinking. And what is flexible thinking? Is your ability to switch from one stream of thinking to another. So on that note, I want to ask you, what is, in your current understanding, in your current life, the biggest source of peace? What is it that brings you to a place of calm and stillness, some place that you want to, some state that you want to spend more time within. And I will, as you type in your answers, I want to share my source of peace, something that grounds me, something that centers me, and that is nature. This very morning, I went out and I spent first 45 minutes of my day walking down the beach in this beautiful Sunshine Coast, Australia. I know I'm very blessed. Not everybody has an access to such a wonderful, amazing piece of the world, but I want to share that with you. And I want to say that this is something that I draw my peace from, because nature is always peaceful, regardless of the external circumstances, political, economical, and otherwise. Nature seems to be at ease, peaceful. And having said that, we had a massive storm passing by over Brisbane particularly. So feel free to look it up. There was hail and there was a lightning storm. There was a wind. But once the storm has finished, the weather came back to normal and nature seemed to be restored. And I'm sure that many positive things happen as a result of that storm. Maybe, the soil that needed water was watered. Maybe there's some, plants experience rejuvenation. I don't know. So yeah, for George, the source of peace is my dog. And George, I'm totally with you, because I love animals in general, but dogs in particular bring me the sense of joy and always being in the present moment. I hardly ever encounter dog that is grumpy or in the mood. Although I know as a dog owner, you may say that there are some that, like every animal, every creature, we have our moods, we have our moments. But for me, dogs are definitely source of peace, stability, joy. So that's wonderful. For Karen, the ocean. So I'm like with you. Ocean is a continuous source of peace. Although I've learned to respect the ocean because I know it can be a powerful force. Gwendolyn, I love watching all the little visitors at my bird feeders. So once again, it's a part of nature. Somehow nature provides us with continuous source of peace and stability. For Anne is being outside and gardening. I think it goes without saying that the common theme here is somehow connection with the natural environment. Natural environment, the fact that we're being part of it, brings us a lot of peace. Any other comments related to your source of peace? Parvane, our resident artist, of course, your creativity. It's clearly your purpose of being here, to utilizing your creativity to create art. And I'm sure that this brings you to the state where you aligned with yourself. And I think this is maybe a good point for the meditation that I will lead in just a moment. Inner peace, the way I understand it, is indeed a sense of alignment with who we are. And this may be different to different people. That's why I always say even my guidance is the same to each and every one of you who are attending this meditation. How you receive it may be different. But I invite you to discover the sense of alignment, whatever that means to you, whatever resonates with you on a deeper level, whatever brings you peace. That's why I ask you on the intellectual question to bring a memory or a state in which you feel at peace. And when I ask that, I am sure that when you make that effort to flex your mind, remember flexible thinking from ACT theory, when you flex your mind and you shift it to the memory where memory of the time or the state or situation when you feel at peace, you actually going there. And this is a very important lesson related to our ability to flex our thinking. Every time you shift towards the place of peace, you become peaceful. Every time you shift your thinking towards the anxious thoughts and stressful thoughts, i.e., the state of the world, right? You experience anxiety and fear and so on and so forth. So today, I invite you collectively, all us together, to make an effort towards aligning yourself what brings peace, calm, and what helps you to become centered in this situation and in this present moment. And what will inevitably happen during the process of meditation is that your mind obviously won't stop doing what mind is trained to do. Your mind will keep throwing thoughts at you, situations, scenarios that are not aligned with a sense of inner peace. But what you can do using the skill of flexible mind is simply to recognize, well, that thought may be in the canvas of my mental experience, but I do have ability to shift it somewhere else. And that's what we will do. And you will find that, maybe it's a bit of tiresome. Maybe it requires some effort coming back and returning to the state of peace or the peaceful thought or peaceful situation over and over again. But every meditation is the practice or is a practice of 1,000 returns. And I want you to remember that. And the more you make an effort to return to the place of peace, the more peaceful you become. And it is not, in another lesson I want you to experience for yourself is, it is within you. It is not always directly connected with the world around us, with the state of the world around us. Even though your mind wants to strongly attach the sensations, how we feel with everything that happens around us. We can certainly do it. But this happens not automatically. It happens through a mental action of directing your thoughts towards those negative, fearful, anxious situation, thoughts, feelings, and so on and so forth. So today we do opposite, okay? And as always, I prepared for us someone to accompany the session, someone that will help us to be peaceful, and that's Peter Helland, and with his piece, Planet Earth. So I will play that to you. I already started playing at the beginning of this session. Sorry, just to continue. The Insight Timer keeps changing the setting and now leads you through many different loops and hoops in order to get to the meditation itself. But hopefully for us, this is okay. So let us prepare for the meditation. And once again, the intention behind this meditation is to find inner peace under the layers of our thoughts, our emotions, our bodily sensations. So right now, we'll switch to the meditation screen. Inner peace lies within. regardless of the external circumstances. Inner peace is always there, even though underneath many layers of human conditioning, anxiety, worry, in this meditation, I want to invite you to make a conscious effort to connect with this part of you that brings you more peace. Bring to your memory a situation, thought, place, that puts you in a state of peace. And the moment you do it, you actually become more peaceful. It may happen that along the way, other thoughts will try to come to the surface. And we all know that our mind is trained to connect more with the worries and fearful thoughts. But we have a choice here to either stay connected with the thoughts that we do not desire on a conscious level and flex our mind towards the thoughts of peace, thoughts that are much closer to the state of our true self that is benevolent, seeking calm and stillness. And we come here together. I'm certainly by your side, holding this space, reassuring that this is possible. So let us sit in silence, contemplating that inner peace, continuously returning to the space within that truly reflects our deeper self, always there, waiting to be discovered. And I will bring you back when the time is up. And now it is time to return. Gather your experience and take with you what you will and leave everything else behind. Remember, you can return to this place anytime you wish by simply recalling the state that you are in right now. By flexing your memory of this place, of this state, of how you feel right now. And right now, let us come back to the present moment as defined by our physical senses that were tuned down for the past couple of minutes. Begin recognizing your field of vision once again through your closed eyelids, brighter and darker spots. Your sense of hearing by connecting with the sounds, sound of my voice, sound of music, any other external sounds that come to you. Very briefly, taste and smell, even though not very pronounced right now. And finally, the sense that connects us with the space around you, that creates this sense of separation between the self and the external environment, the sense of touch. Feel your body connected with the surface underneath you, through your feet, through your sit bones, through your hands, lower and upper back if you sit up. And position yourself in the space that surrounds you, feeling more solid, more connected, more aligned. And then add a gentle physical movement, wiggling your toes, moving your fingers. Slowly and gently tilt your head to the left, stretching muscles in your neck. Tilt your head to the right, connecting with the muscles on the other side of your neck. Bring your head back to the center and expand your lungs with one deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Thank you for meditating with me. It's always good to see the faces of those of you who are meditating with me right now. It's very much appreciated. What are you now after finishing this meditation as compared to the state where you were in at the beginning? I'd be curious to know. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you feel refreshed, Susie. Any other observation, any other experiences that you wish to share that perhaps you would like to come back to in the future to flex your mind? Sandy, kind of tingly. Was that tingly a positive or something you'd rather avoid? And felt joyful? soul calm and peaceful. So goal achieved. Karen and Gwendolyn, thank you so much for your kind donations and supporting my work this way. It's really appreciated. Thank you. Susie, much calm and peaceful. We'll go back to these memories more often. Thank you for saying that, Susie, because the way I understand memories these days, and I experience memories these days, it's like a knob on a radio receiver. We can shift or turn the knob and tune into whichever experience we wish to connect with. And this happens, I consider my brain definitely like a radio receiver. It's not something that produces consciousness, but something that receives consciousness in a very special, specific way that allows the human experience to be what it is. Thank you, Parvana. It's very kind and generous of you to donate. Thank you so much. George, I feel lighter knowing I can access these thoughts even when I'm overwhelmed by other thoughts. This is precisely, thank you, George. This is precisely your ability to flex your mind. It's like it's like a muscle. I think you can, in English language, you can say that you flex your muscle, right? When you go to the gym or right now, you can flex your muscle. And in the same way, you can flex your memory. You can shift your memory to wherever you want. And sometimes when you feel overwhelmed, I understand it takes effort, right? To lifting away, the flexing your muscle, it takes effort, but we know it's a beneficial thing. That's why we do it. If we believe that flexing your muscles and lifting a heavy weight is not beneficial, you would never do it. You know there's something positive happening in those very moments when we flex both your muscles and your mind. So yes, George, thank you for that comment. That's very important. Linda feels warmed. That's wonderful. Positive sensation of feeling warm inside. Oh yeah, Parvane, more peaceful despite worry about the surgery tomorrow. I will keep you in my thoughts with your upcoming procedure. I'm sure everything will go just fine, but at the same time understand the sense of anxiety and anticipation with that. So thank you for sharing, Parvane. Gwendolyn feels quiet and content. That's wonderful. Yeah, this is something that I always appreciate, the sense of support from our community of Conscious Living Collective every time that someone experiences some hardship or, a situation that is potentially stressful, even though it leads to the positive outcome, because I can imagine that the surgery that you have tomorrow, Parvane, it's supposed to improve your well-being. But I know in the moment it's very stressful. So I'm with you, Parvane. Thank you, Sandy, for your kind donation. Any other experiences that you wish to share during this meditation collectively? Something that help you to carry on with your day or with your evening? Yeah, so many positive, wonderful thoughts. This is a question I ask usually at the beginning of the session, but is there anyone here who's here for the first time? Yeah, by the way, all the hearts I see right now popping out on my screen, I know they are directed towards Parvane. I have no doubt. That's expression of the care that we have towards Parvane. Oh, George, yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining for the first time. I hope you find something beneficial for you to use during this session and take it with you for the future. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining Conscious Living Collective. That's a wonderful, wonderful comment. And I feel more in tune with myself in the day. This is truly in line with what I describe as being aligned with who we are, There's expectation from quote unquote the world or the collective to act and behave in a certain way. And some of those actions or behaviors are really not ours, just conditioning that has been created for others, but not always for us. But when you feel in tune, or as I say, aligned with life, it means that you are coming closer to who you truly are. So this is a great comment, Anne. Thank you so much. Well, that was a lovely meditation and lovely session. I want to thank you all for being here and for co-creating this space in which we can meditate, we can share our stories and share our worries as well, our anxieties like Parvane before upcoming surgery. So our thoughts are supportive and always positive in this space. I didn't hear many comments, if at all, of that very negative nature. There are always, it's an open platform, so there are sometimes some people that want to stir the pot, but overwhelmingly, comments are positive, and that of support, of kindness, of compassion. And that's why I keep coming to Conscious Living Collective. So thank you all for making conscious effort to stay positive in the world that doesn't always seem this way. That's my applause to you for making a conscious choice to stay positive, stay kind, centered, compassionate, and choose the word that defines you, your commitment or your intention behind not just this session, but behind the time from now on moving forward throughout your day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much, and thank you kindly particularly to, as always, to the members of my Patreon program who have been supporting me for such a long time in a very meaningful way. Thank you for being here with me and for meditating with me and for supporting me. I wish you a pleasant evening, good night, wherever you are. And I will leave you with a wonderful music of our composer, Peter Helland, and his planet Earth. Have a good night. Have a pleasant evening, wherever you are. And until next time.